Malcolm-Jamal Warner, once best known for his role as Theo Huxtable on the legendary sitcom The Cosby Show, lived a life that was anything but ordinary. Born on August 18, 1970, in Jersey City, New Jersey, Malcolm was destined for the spotlight. From an early age, his mother, Pamela Warner, a manager and personal agent, recognized her son's spark and did everything to ensure it flourished. Raised by a single mom, Warner was encouraged to pursue his artistic passions, and it wasn't long before Hollywood came calling. Malcolm's big break came at just 14 years old, when he was cast as Theo in The Cosby Show, which debuted in 1984. The show ran for 8 seasons and became one of the most influential family sitcoms in television history. Theo Huxtable wasn't just a character. He became a symbol of the modern American teen, relatable, funny, and often the heart of the show's lessons. With fame came pressure, but Warner remained grounded. Unlike many child stars who later fell off the radar or spiraled out, he maintained a quiet dignity, staying out of scandals and focusing on honing his craft. He took acting seriously, studying film directing at New York University, and directing episodes of several sitcoms, including The Cosby Show, All That, and Malcolm and Eddie. Post-Cosby, Warner refused to be typecast. He took on more serious roles in shows like Jeremiah, Community, and Suits. But one of his most acclaimed performances came in 2015 when he played Al Cowlings in the award-winning series The People vs. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story. His portrayal showcased his depth as a dramatic actor and earned him new respect in the industry. In 2015, Warner won a Grammy Award for Best Traditional R&B Performance for his work on the song Jesus Children, alongside Robert Glasper and Lala Hathaway. The Grammy wasn't just a win, it was a reminder that Warner's talents were expansive, covering music, poetry, and acting. While he kept his private life largely out of the media, Warner has had high-profile relationships in the past. He dated the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star Karen Molina White for nearly a decade, and was also in a relationship with Michelle Thomas, his former Cosby Show co-star, until her tragic death from cancer in 1998. In recent years, Warner became a family man. He married his longtime partner, a lawyer whose name he kept private for years to protect her identity. Together, they welcomed a daughter in 2017. Warner was known to be incredibly devoted to his child, often sharing glimpses of fatherhood and wisdom through interviews and on social media, though rarely showing his daughter's face to maintain her privacy. Despite being a celebrity, Warner never lived like an A-list tabloid magnate. His lifestyle was modest compared to other Hollywood elites. He owned a beautiful home in Los Angeles, more of a sanctuary than a mansion. Filled with art, books, and musical instruments, Warner's home reflected his intellectual and soulful side. He loved vintage vinyl, classic literature, and playing the bass guitar. He was also a motorcycle enthusiast, owning a collection of vintage bikes that he rode along California's coastal highways. But his favorite pastime remained writing poetry and performing spoken word in underground venues. He often said, "The spotlight isn't about being seen. It's about having something to say." In the last decade of his life, Warner focused more on mental health awareness, especially among Black men in America. He was an outspoken advocate for therapy, self-care, and emotional literacy. Warner revealed in interviews that he attended therapy and encouraged other men to embrace vulnerability. He also supported various health charities and was a frequent keynote speaker at conferences focused on youth development and the arts. In 2021, Warner collaborated with several organizations to launch a foundation aimed at offering free arts education to underprivileged communities. Unlike some celebrities who splurge recklessly, Warner was known for his financial discipline. As of 2025, his estimated net worth was around $12 million. A large chunk of his income came from residuals from The Cosby Show, but he also earned from directing, music, voice acting, and speaking engagements. He invested wisely in real estate and small business ventures, including a vegan restaurant and a jazz bar in Los Angeles. He once said, "Financial freedom isn't about how much you make, it's about how you manage what you make." He practiced what he preached, ensuring his family's future was secure while still giving generously to causes he cared about. In a somber turn of events, Warner passed away in late 2025 at the age of 55. According to family statements, the cause was complications related to a previously undiagnosed heart condition. His passing shocked fans around the world. Many had seen him recently in interviews and at events, appearing healthy and vibrant. Tributes poured in from fellow actors, musicians, and fans across generations. The hashtag #ThankYouMalcolm trended globally as millions shared how Warner had impacted their lives, whether through his role as Theo, his soulful music, or his words of wisdom. Warner's life was a masterclass in balance, navigating fame, staying true to his roots, and using his influence to uplift others. He was not just an actor, but a storyteller in every sense. His poetry touched hearts, his music moved souls, and his acting inspired generations. In the weeks following his death, several networks aired tributes and reruns of The Cosby Show and his other series. Beat and OWN aired a special tribute titled Malcolm-Jamal Warner, a legacy of art, soul, and grace. His foundation received an influx of donations, and plans were announced to establish an annual art scholarship in his name. Malcolm-Jamal Warner's story is not just about the fame he earned, but the authenticity he never lost. From sitcom stardom to soulful poetry, from loving fatherhood to silent activism, his was a life fully lived. And though he's no longer with us, the stories he told, the lives he touched, and the dignity with which he carried himself ensure his legacy will never fade, ever.